and a great place to live. 60 years ago, no one would have thought to stop here. The sand, sagebrush, and 120-degree temperatures were enough to convince you to keep right on driving to the Pacific Ocean. Well, times have really changed since then. Today, Las Vegas supplies every possible creature comfort. It even includes bringing the ocean to the desert. Welcome to the Mandalay Bay Resort, my pick for the coolest place to cool off in Las Vegas. This resort wagered that bringing a beach to the desert would bring crowds to their casino.
It's almost like a fantasy island here. You can go from a desert, and then you come inside the building, and you're at an ocean.
Great, love it.
And it's not just a man-made oasis. It's a tropical paradise. The soothing waves and a sandy beach take you to Bali on a budget. The Mandalay Bay beach area is also a marvel of engineering. 10 electric pumps feed water into tall concrete chambers. When the chambers are filled, these 3-ton gates are opened, and gravity does the rest. Water gushes through the channels at the bottom of the chambers and into the pool to form perfect waves. All of this available at the touch of a button. From a left brake to a right brake, from a 2-footer to 10, it's all programmable. Now the waves are artificial, but the 1,700 tons of sand come directly from Southern California. Toss in a few private cabanas, some seaside refreshments, and you have a perfect day at the beach. The 11-acre tropical water environment at the Mandalay Bay Resort has another cool feature, the lazy river, with gently flowing waters at 2 miles per hour. It's a perfect place for floating your cares away. That's why the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Resort wins my award for the coolest place to cool off.
I think for a family atmosphere, you can't beat it. I think just having the opportunity for the kids to go ahead and almost have your own beach in Las Vegas is priceless.
Nearby the beach area, another attraction beckons. It's for anyone, not just Mandalay Bay Hotel guests. It costs approximately $14, and it's my pick for Las Vegas' best family attraction. This is Shark Reef, but don't let the name fool you. This is a high-tech aquarium that allows you to immerse yourself in a beautiful and strange world.
In the middle of a desert in Nevada, it's unbelievable what they have in here. The engineer knew what he was doing here.
14 exhibits showcase more than 2,000 animals, unusual ocean creatures and predators from the world's tropical waters. There's no other place like it in Las Vegas. The audio tour included in the admission price helps you appreciate the wide range of species. Silent manta rays, luminous jellyfish, even the rare golden crocodile. Out of a dozen in existence, 5 live here. But the stars of the show are the sharks. Big nurse sharks, stealthy lemon sharks, and the fearsome sand tiger sharks.
They're amazing. I was never, who would ever be that close to a shark?
People like to see animals that eat people. They're attracted to that. It's fascinating to them.
Now, here's a job that's not for everyone. Swimming with the sharks. But for visitors, this offers major thrills. You can actually talk to these divers with a handset and ask them questions while they're in the water. The questions are transmitted to the divers via radio, and they can answer on the spot. Yeah, well, I'd ask, haven't you guys ever seen Jaws? If you're at all apprehensive about snakes, then this'll get your attention. There's nothing separating you from this exotic green tree python. Nothing. No glass, no partition, nothing at all. Worse yet, it's supper time.
Once they get that taste in their mouth, and sometimes they'll hold on to it and they'll continue to eat it.
Hey, sounds like an agent I once knew. But seriously, You won't have any trouble keeping the kids entertained here. Mandalay Bay's Shark Reef. It gets my vote for best family attraction. Now, what you won't find here are whales. For that, we need to go to a place like the London Club. That's where Vegas's biggest spenders and gamblers, known as whales, receive the most incredible perks in town.
Good evening, Mr. Cassidy. Welcome to the London Club.
The London Club is a posh, European-style gaming club located inside the Aladdin Hotel. And it's Mecca for anyone with lots of money to wager. The London Club is for high rollers or whales, right? Yeah. But anyone can come here. I mean, even if you're not willing to wager the big bucks, it's almost more fun and certainly a lot less risky to watch the big spenders risk their money. So, that's why I'm naming the London Club as the best place for whale watching.
I've seen some, what they call whales, and it's amazing at watching these guys gamble. I wish I could afford to gamble the way they do. I've sat and watched a guy go, basically move about a $300,000 swing, meaning he went from down $300,000 to up $300,000 in a matter of a half an hour.
When they get up from the table after a game like that, they'll often need a little help getting up to their... No.
And oh, baby, what a room. You don't earn this playing the nickel slots. The Whale Suite is one comp that comes with a price. It has $1 million view, so you better be prepared to gamble that much. The London Club is really a hotel within a hotel here at the Aladdin. They figured the best way to keep the high rollers rolling is to keep them close by. So they have these outlandish complimentary suites and elaborate foods from all over the world at the St. James Club, the London Club's own restaurant. All this anchored by the high-stakes gambling at the tables, all self-contained inside the Aladdin Hotel and Casino.
It's like a casino inside the casino.
And look at these. Chips the size of Shamu to make the whales feel right at home.
We have several of these 5 million. We also have million, 500,000 and 100,000 right?
Yeah, and these are just their laundry room tokens. Thank you. This is for you, thanks.
Thank you.
The London Club. It wins my whale watching award, and it's one of my favorite places in Las Vegas. Now, don't move. When I come back, I'll have more insider's tips to Las Vegas, including where to find the most lavish buffet brunch in town. And I'll also take you to my favorite free show right in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip. We'll be right back. Hit me. Oh, I love that.
In this land, drug wars rule the country, and death is a way of life. Tonight, we'll take you inside Colombia for a Travel Channel exclusive. Explorer Robert Young Pelton risks it all, confronting rebel leaders, uncovering the bitter truths.
Things have gone insane here. It's hard to say that it's going to get better because I think it's going
The Prudential Financial.
Read a book? We just said, Austin, you're a reader. You're a reader.
the caviar, all you can eat, the champagne.
About $53 for the best Las Vegas buffet brunch. The only place in the...
Such a...
441 and receive your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership. Call right now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or campground membership for cash. Call now, 1-800-515-4441.
I felt so proud of myself that I had read a 24-chapter book.
When he first learned how to read a book, we just said, Austin, you're a reader.
Hey, welcome back. I'm David Cassidy. Thanks for joining me as we visit some of my all-time must-see places in Las Vegas. You know, this is the only place on the planet where you can survive on buffet brunches alone. Some of them are better than others, and the one that you shouldn't miss is the most elaborate brunch of the bunch. If there was an Academy Award for buffet eating, man, this one would win the Oscar.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Valley's Sterling Brunch.
Valley's Sterling Buffet is my choice for the best Las Vegas buffet brunch. It's turned the Las Vegas buffet into an art form. From preparation to presentation, it's a feast for the eyes, as well as the appetite. And at about $53 a person, you're going to want to come here before you lose all your money gambling.
Certainly, at $52.95, a guest can easily spend anywhere from $80 to $100 if they were to buy those items a la carte.
Compared to other buffets in town, it's a high price. And to justify it, the Sterling Brunch Buffet tries to offer the finest quality and the widest selection.
We offer things that you won't find at any other brunch. Items like the stone crab claw, salmons and seafood that we have, the rack of lamb that we do every week, the caviar, all you can eat, the champagne.
Bally's Sterling Brunch is absolutely the best in Las Vegas.
We have 130 items on the cold buffet. We have 12 different desserts that change every week. All the food. You have 14 different entrees.
Absolutely no detail is overlooked. The artistry is stressed as much as the quality of the cuisine. Special care even goes into the foods you don't eat. Like this turnip, which is transformed into a red rose. Melons become masterpieces. A kitchen craftsman turns a block of ice into a splendid sculpture. And the finishing touches bring it all together.
Good morning, welcome to our Sterling Brunch. Please this way.
Ilario Pesco, the maitre d', is the first person you'll encounter. His impeccable manners and 3 decades of Las Vegas food service are just the beginning of an elegant dining experience.
Enjoy your brunch, and thank you so much for coming to see us.
The staff here, of course, makes you feel like royalty, but it's still informal and fun.
It's the #1 reason why we don't have beards.
And they'll keep you laughing all the way to the gym, because that's where you're going to need to go after spending a couple of hours eating here.
It's elegant and cozy at the same time, and the food is just, oh my goodness, it's exquisite. It's just service.
Outstanding.
Which is why we always come here.
And everybody here is confident that your first experience at Bally's Sterling Buffet won't be your last.
Next time you're back in Las Vegas, you're going to be here with me.
The Bally's Sterling Buffet. What service and what a great spread. That's why it's my pick for the best buffet brunch in Las Vegas. The atmosphere at the buffet is posh and elegant. But if you want a little something different, our next stop is loud and outlandish. Now this is bartending with an attitude, and it's the craziest carnival on the Strip. Harrah's Hotel has wagered that a fun atmosphere is their ticket to compete with the other big casinos. They even imported Mig Gradakis from Lithuania when they heard what he could do.
Here we go. How you doing, Mama?
We're not circus guys. We bartenders, so we used to do our old things, and we used to practice and do new things, and we drop every time. People like it.
These bartenders are the Marx Brothers of mixology.
You want to get drink like that, like in McDonald's? I don't think so.
If you don't become dizzy from just watching them, you're definitely going to become thirsty. They are as athletic as they are entertaining. That's why they win my award for the best performance by a bartending ensemble. These guys are living proof. Too much fun can be a dangerous thing.
Have fun tonight.
Can I stand on the bar?
Harrah's has even carried the amusing atmosphere over to a part of their casino called Party Pit, where you'll also find a special gambling environment. I mean, where else in Las Vegas are you going to find a card dealer who gives you a high five when you just beat the house?
All right, we got it.
Harrah's Party Pit wins my award for most entertaining place to gamble.
18, you got it. 13, 16, and a 22. To work in the Party Pit, you have to have a lot of enthusiasm.
enthusiasm and energy, and most importantly, you have to have spontaneity.
It may not be any easier for you to win here, but somehow it just doesn't feel so bad when you lose. So if you're not a serious gambler, or take gambling too seriously, this may be the place for you. At this casino, the dealer's your buddy. When you lose, the dealer shares your pain.
21. I should have known when it came out like that. Should have known.
A winning personality is a job requirement here at the party pit.
Hopefully everybody wins, but basically I want to give them as much entertainment as possible. I just want to make them laugh. I love it.
That's the reason Harrah's Party Pit is really the worst place to be an angry gambler. Even when you lose, they make you feel like a winner. And it's my pick for most entertaining place to gamble. And if you do hit a cold streak and run low on cash, there's lots of great activities that won't cost you anything. So let's check out one of my favorite free perks. This is a must-see, the fountains at the Bellagio Hotel. Now, Las Vegas, of course, has other fountains, but the Bellagios are more immense and more intense than any other. You have to see this to believe it. The beauty and elegance of this performance is the reason I recommend it as the classiest free show in Las Vegas. The Bellagio is one of the newer hotels on the Strip, and they've made a multi-million-dollar investment in the fountains, which draw spectators from all over the world. Just the upkeep takes a staff of 37 people, from underwater divers to computer programmers. The Nerve Center is this control room, where different shows are selected from a computer database. Then, the magic of the water nozzles takes over. Streams of water soar 250 feet in the air, crisscrossing, dancing, and swaying.
It's controlled and operated by several computers. The actual water is shot up out of the lake through 4 basic elements of water-emitting devices.
Now, the devices are little more than a collection of nozzles of different sizes. But in a feat of engineering, they're matched up to lighting, set to music, and synchronized with amazing results. And here's a little insider's tip. Even though the shows go on all day, try to come here at night. It's a lot more romantic. The only problem with the Bellagio fountains is that the show literally stops traffic on the Strip. But believe me, it's worth the wait. Performances are every half hour, and you'll love them so much, you'll want to see more than one. The fountains at the Bellagio, they win my award for the classiest free show in Las Vegas. When we come back, I'll show you more of the best of Las Vegas, including one of my favorite restaurants. And you're not going to want to miss my picks for the best stage shows on the Strip. That's also coming up.
The drill, and everyone's still mad at Cappy.
Lift off and me. It's just as Venice, Italy, meeting some of the real
World MasterCard and 8,000 bonus miles. And your next trip to almost anywhere could be free.
Hi again, I'm David Cassidy, and we're back with my personal picks for the best of Las Vegas. Las Vegas Boulevard, or the Strip, right there. Has to be the only place where you can go around the world in 80 minutes, if you find the right cab driver. I mean, look at this. Asia at the Mandalay Bay Resort, Africa at the Luxor Hotel, the Riviera, Monte Carlo, Paris, New York, and here is Venice, Italy. This is the $1.5 billion Venetian, the world's most expensive hotel. They've done a great job recreating some of the real Venice landmarks. Gondoliers guide you through the canals, as musicians and singers serenade you in St. Mark's Square. Even though it looks like real sky, this is a man-made environment. It's an air-conditioned Italian square.
Yeah, I'm from Sydney, Australia, a long way away. I'm here on vacation to visit friends from LA, and we decided to come to Vegas because we've heard so much about it. And
Now check her out. She must be a goodwill ambassador for the UN, an Australian woman sipping a Mexican margarita from a Parisian souvenir cup at an Italian square. Where else but Las Vegas? Performances at the Venetian Hotel take place throughout the day, and anyone can visit this attraction. That's why I have the Venetian performers on my list of must-sees. But if strolling through the musical performance is a bit too sedate for your taste, then let me take you to a place to pick up the pace. My pick for the best adrenaline rush in Las Vegas. Just a block off the Strip, you'll find Flyaway Indoor Skydiving. It's a great place to escape the casinos and unwind from all that wagering. In this city known for an excess of excitement, you may not think of including this on your agenda, but believe me, it's just as thrilling as hitting a giant jackpot, because Flyaway Indoor Skydiving is where you can soar like a bird without falling like a rock.
You on up? Follow me.
$45 will buy you a 15-minute training session and the flight, which lasts about 3 minutes. The trainer has a way of making you feel entirely at ease.
You scared? You're scared. No? Okay. Then you shouldn't be scared.
Oh, I feel better already. But the secret to really enjoying this is not to come with a full stomach. You know what I mean? Save the buffet for later.
Key is relaxation. The more relaxed you are, the better you fly. The more stiff you are, you fly like a board.
Come on, grab stuff. Down the hallway here.
After you put on the funny-looking suit, a helmet, and goggles, you're ready to fly. Now the goal is to be able to do some turns and tricks. But in the beginning, just flying is tough enough. An electric motor pumps air through the flight chamber at 120 miles an hour. You're airborne. Now, this may not seem like your typical Las Vegas activity, but Flyaway Indoor Skydiving now draws tens of thousands of thrill seekers every year looking for that ultimate adrenaline rush. I gotta warn you, it can be habit-forming.
It was great. You know how you have dreams you're flying? It's just like getting to live that out.